What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Otaku Summit podcast. I am your host, Javon, aka Kuma, with my fellow co-host here, Apryl. What's good? What's good? It has been. It's been a week. It's been a week.
It has.
Adulting is hard.
Adulting is very hard. It's very hard. I've learned that it's best to be one or two steps from the top than actually being near the top. So
There's that life lesson that I've been. Like you said, I forgot the name of the anime already. That you resonate with so much that it comes to.
Uramachi and Nissan, listen.
Yeah.
When I said that I relate to Uramachi and Nissan, I was not joking. I relate to that dude on a spiritual level. My alarm went off at 6:30 this morning. I'm like, fun day.
A fun day. So much. But we have some good news in store today, and we are also giving them some flowers today. April predicted. Yeah, we're giving it, as you can tell for those who's watching. April predicted something, and for one of the shows this week that came to pass, like in the air, and it happened. So
I speak it to power. Yeah, speak it to existence. You speak that shit to existence.
We will definitely get there. But yeah, so we're starting up for the news this week. This is a very live action oriented anime news wise. This week, but we got finally the casting for One Piece live action anime. But I don't know. Do you watch One Piece? I don't think we've ever really asked. We know you know of One Piece, but do you pay attention to One Piece?
Let me tell you, I've only watched the first whatever used to be on Toonami. I used to watch that.
I feel like that's everyone's. I think that's for every individual.
Because I never liked it enough to. I know I'm gonna get a lot of like hate, but I never was that interested enough in One Piece.
Does One Piece get a lot of hate?
Go seek it and watch it in Japanese and actually actually keep up to date with it. And I'm never going to do that because that's over 900 episodes.
Well, fun fact: as of Saturday, it will be 1,000 episodes. 1,000 episodes of One Piece, and we're probably gonna get movie news as well, I think. So there's that. But yeah, I don't think One Piece gets hate. I think that One Piece's general reaction is like you just said.
I used to watch it in my younger days. I used to watch it in the olden days, in the good old days when Toonami was like up and doing its thing.
You watched the fun dub of their censorship of
I know, Yahoo.
Instead of a cigarette. One of the funniest things before we get back into the
man, 4Kids dubbing was the most hilarious shit.
I feel like if you have not went through 4Kids,
I miss 4Kids.
You've never watched anime in the 2000s. Like I feel like you missed out.
Listen, watching
on something great because 4Kids dubbing,
especially with Yu-Gi-Oh. Damn, I remember when I decided to go and watch Yu-Gi-Oh in Japanese.
It's so different, right?
It's so different,
right?
It's totally different.
For people at home and people listening to the podcast, if you grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh, you guys do not you guys do not understand how dark of a show Yu-Gi-Oh. And I'm not even just talking from the concept of having playing cards based on monsters and all that. Yada. No, I mean like legitimately, like dudes pulling out the 9 and like of a kid's cards game, like
people were dying. There was no such thing as a shadow rap. While 4Kids like just mess up the whole storyline. There was no shadow ram. There was just death.
Just that. No,
Just that.
Just
Just
that.
that.
Just that. Fun fact: there was a season of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX that they did not bring the English viewers because it was too dark.
Really?
Yep, they just
Which
it
season
was too dark. That was the season when Jaden got pretty much possessed.
Oh yeah,
right. That was
I actually gave GX a chance, and I can't remember if I watched
good.
GX. Did
GX
I
is
watch
good.
GX? I think I did watch
good.
all of GX. I think I watched all of GX.
GX and Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Yes.
Are really good. Those two.
5Ds is really good.
We didn't talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! One day because Yu-Gi-Oh! really Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like one of those animes where you appreciate but underappreciate at the same time. But those, they are good seasons. Like even though it's still going on now, like I can't tell you what's happening with Yu-Gi-Oh! now.
I'm mad. They still going on.
I phased out after Zexel.
I didn't watch Zexel at all because I saw the character designs of Zexel. I was like, it's time for me to put up the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I think that's what it became.
To lay Yu-Gi-Oh! To rest.
Yeah, that was like, no.
Zexel was for those new Yu-Gi-Oh! fans who don't know.
I think they don't know. But we got sidetracked. So
yes, we got sidetracked.
We got very sidetracked. Back to the live action One Piece. We got news of the casting. I'm gonna attempt to pronounce these names. I'm probably not gonna get it right, but
apologies in advance.
Right, apologies in advance. No disrespect to the actors themselves, but that is just the way that cookie crumbles. Because I'm not even going to pretend it. So I had it here. All right, so we have Emily Rudd. This is easy. As Nami Inaki Kudoi. I hope that's how it's pronounced. As the captain himself, Luffy. We have Mark Kinyu as Roronoa Zoro. Taz Skyler as Sanji, and Jacob Romero Gibson as Usopp. My biggest takeaway from the casting off the bat was that I love that they got people that actually represented the crew's nationalities. So for a lot of people who may not know but One Piece, they're all different nationalities. Like I don't think a lot of people, I'm not sure how many people actually know that, but yeah, Luffy being Brazilian, Zoro's Japanese.
I didn't know Luffy was
Brazilian. Yeah, like they represent different nationalities. They're not, I guess, what people would assume automatically because I'm Japanese. A lot of people, but no, for real.
I have a feeling they weren't exactly Japanese, given that
that's a fun
the world that they're in. But I didn't know.
Usopp's black, but that's Luffy is Brazilian. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they got people that represent makes that shows that they got a lot of attention to detail.
Kind of like this new Netflix team. Who's ever on the live action Netflix team for anime so far? Like we haven't really seen. Like we've seen like especially for Cowboy Bebop, we've seen some things, and like Cowboy Bebop looks like it's turning out very well. Like we just have to wait. I just can't wait. Like we can't give final judgments until we see the full thing. But it looks like it's coming along fine. And then how you mentioned with One Piece, it looks like who's ever on this team know what they're doing at least with casting and whatnot.
No. I mean, I think we're going to touch on that some more as well because there are definitely more live action stuff to talk. But at a glance, I knew. I don't want to say. I think for the most part, people are with the casting. I guess you have some people who felt as though it was like I'm not sure because not being able to see it, or some people didn't like.
I heard some people. I heard
some trailer. Yeah. They don't know if that was just him being him or just that was him trying to put on the voice for Luffy. But I mean, for me, I like it because again, at the end of the day, Luffy is a very energetic kid, so it's like he has the energy. Truth be told, look at a glance, like I can see it. Like once makeup, costume, and stuff is on, I can definitely see them. Especially with Zoro and Usopp, I feel like they 100% got those guys right.
Yeah,
I saw,
I like how Zoro's actor look, because I think I saw
yeah,
them posted on Twitter this
yeah,
week. I was like,
yeah. Yeah, and like even with Usopp's actor, like even to that's like,
yeah.
yo, he even has Usopp's mouth. Like I can see, like I can literally see Usopp in
Yeah.
this dude. So it's like they took. So Oda also has a hand in this as well. He did have a
Oh yeah,
hand
that is
in,
right.
right. So I know he got, like, he made the cast special shirts designed for the reveal for the
I know.
season and
I
stuff like
saw the
that.
shirt.
It
I
was
was like,
pretty cool.
oh
But yeah,
my
he's
god.
really involved in it. They had an extensive shirts for this, which makes sense because they wanted to get representation from, of course, like I said, their nationalities and stuff like that. So they did have,
Yeah.
so at least so far the work has been pushed in it in terms of casting and everything like that. But yeah, I'm with the casting. I like it. I think it's really good.
Yeah. Just
I'm
gotta see
definitely
the
giving them a
acting.
chance.
I just gotta see
Right.
the acting.
Yeah. I think the
Like
biggest
y'all,
concern,
it's always the acting. It always falls on the acting.
well, out of no, it always does fall
Yeah.
on acting, and I think as well as something as One Piece. Well, I honestly say this is kind of a
And
very
set design, especially for One Piece, they have some good set design.
they do. And then
Yeah.
you have certain characters you're like wondering what they're going to do, because One Piece is notorious for having like outrageously gigantic for no
Yeah.
reason characters. So it's like it's going to be interesting to see how they do that, and then like how they
Oh yeah.
use their the devil fruit, like they use the devil fruits, how they showcase the devil fruit, like for example Luffy being
It'd
able
be
to stretch. So
very
there's going to
interesting.
be a lot of CGI.
Very
Yeah,
be good CGI.
that's the thing. It better,
Listen,
like, so this is, I can tell that the budget for this is going to be very very
a
high.
lot. It's gonna be
So,
expensive.
but
So
SL. So, I think we're going to get 10 1 hour episodes, which
oh wow, 10.
probably
That's
going
good.
to, yeah, cover East Blue. Um, so I guess that's like
Is
essentially the
that
first
like
arc.
the
Yeah,
first season?
yeah. So
The first arc?
yeah, so obviously leading up to them, yeah, yeah, getting Sanji on board and everything. So, also, I can't remember. I can't remember who
I
was
think
the.
it was the Sanji that came first before
No,
Usopp.
no, no.
No.
Actually, I can't remember the sign. They came before Usopp. I think he did. I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember now. But
I think he
yeah.
did come before
Apologies,
Usopp. I think
apologies, one person,
Usopp was the
one second.
fourth
I can't
person
remember.
that was it.
I
Was
I don't know,
Usopp
but I
the
know. Yeah, but essentially, it's the early portion of the, and it's gonna be interesting because One Piece is so long. So it's like, how long do they plan to, keep
Well,
up?
knowing Netflix, they're gonna probably go. They're gonna stretch as long as like
I mean, they could if it's good. They could.
until like it doesn't bring in that much ratings. Then because that's how
Yeah,
Netflix usually is. They'll like keep beating the horse until
if
like
it's
they
good.
see no
Yeah.
one's really looking at the horse anymore, and then they shoot it.
True. Because like The Witcher just got like 7 seasons, so it's like they can do it. It
Yeah.
can happen.
As
It's not
long as
like you
it's
have a
good
problem
and
with
it's bringing
like
in
losing out
ratings,
or something. Yeah.
Netflix will stretch it out until it dies.
No, like for real, like especially with anime products, I feel like if it's good, people are gonna watch.
Yeah.
Especially something like One Piece. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the live action One Piece. Hopefully production, everything continues to go well. No release dates or anything yet on that, but I know the casting was a very big deal. The very big reveal. I know a lot of people wanted to see how that would look. So I guess the next step is just getting people in costumes and seeing how it goes from there. Next on the docket, Netflix did the start there. They actually had a very big weekend in terms of anime. Actually, they had a whole conference.
Netflix had anime.
Yeah. So like it was, I think, Japanese related, but they did release a lot of anime related content, like what they're doing and stuff like that. But so next on the docket is the fact that there also be a live action Yu Yu Hakusho. That is coming.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's gonna be a live action Yu Yu Hakusho. I think next year.
Memories.
Yes, yeah. I can see that working.
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, like it will be, yeah.
I can see Yu Yu Hakusho working
better budget wise than One Piece is going to be.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. Like, even though I'm very hopeful that One Piece is
Again,
definitely
whoever
good, but I can see it.
whatever
I can see it
team that Netflix has this time
Mm-hmm.
around, Like you can really see a difference, like
Yeah,
compared to past anime live
no, for real, because you can tell that they have people behind it that's putting in actual love into it
Yeah.
and care into it, who care about the property, so they're going to try and do it justice as best they can. I think the Cowboy Bebop live action adaptation is
So
going to
much
be
love
very
is
telling.
going into that.
Yeah, it's going to be very telling, and how good these can possibly be, or like what's it. So I think a lot is going to. I think the Cowboy Bebop live action is going to determine a lot in terms of like
Yeah.
how long they
The new
continue.
era. The new era
Yeah,
of live
and then
action.
they even have like they still have Avatar, in the back pocket as well for them.
Isn't
In terms,
Avatar not doing so well though? I mean, I don't know what else I've heard from them.
well, because nothing's been out for Avatar, but Avatar like a big like it currently there's just a ton of stuff in the works because I know the creators. I think they got their own studio or something like that, or I can't
Oh,
remember who deal with who. I think it was Mitnick. I can't remember, but whereas they are just creating live, like they're not live action, but just Avatar content period throughout the universe. So
okay.
yeah, so the stuff is happening with Avatar. It's just that nothing's been revealed in what they're working on yet outside
Oh,
of live
okay.
action. But I know before they had cast reveals as well for Avatar, but that was a while ago. So
Yeah.
I guess it's a matter of just getting a trailer and what's not in regards to that. But yeah, so we have a lot of live actions coming.
We
We have a lot of
do.
live actions coming. So hopefully all of them are good. Oh, don't forget too, even though there's not been any news on this as well, but there's also a live action My Hero that's planned. There's
Yeah,
gonna be
I did see that. They did
first
make an announcement of that.
so I'm not sure how to get the trailer. I mean, I feel well
It's very interesting. I'm trying to like
depending on how they do handle One Piece will
yeah.
be will give the idea of how
Because
well
shit.
that is going to be handled.
Because y'all need budget. But y'all need budget
Yeah, and then again, like you
for my
have like
girl.
just like with One Piece, you have
Probably not for the
well
first
not
season.
as yeah, well not as I guess outrageous as One Piece, but you still have like unique characters in
Yeah.
themselves. So that's gonna be
Yeah.
interesting to witness too. But
Because
yeah,
people are going to expect My Hero to look almost similar to like the Marvel movies. In a sense.
I think that's gonna be the consensus
Yeah.
with that one. But just done or like at least the shows the way it's done, done
Yeah.
in that way. So yeah, so we have live action anime is back on a roll after so a lot
Yes.
of disappointing entries. So I even think there's a Gundam as well.
Seriously?
I think I saw something about that. I
Wow.
do think there's a live action Gundam planned. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a
So
lot
what?
going.
Okay, they need to slow down. Just slow down.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
slow.
But if you had
Like,
to pick something you wanted to be live action anime wise, what would you have picked?
what would it be? I would like to see Full Alchemist done,
Redone. A
redone.
Brotherhood for the
But
live action.
a brother for live
That's
action.
funny. That's so
Make
funny.
full
A Brotherhood for
circle.
the
Let's go full circle.
wow. Wow. A
Let's go full
Brotherhood
circle
for the
because
live action. That's crazy.
the Full Alchemist live action is like I think I like the like they actually did well with the costume design in
Uh-huh.
my opinion. It's just that everything
I think
else
most of them did like well costume wise.
yeah, like it was very, like the costume department, like that's where the love was. This is the costume department.
That's why the
That's where
love
the
is
love
torn.
was. That's where the
Right.
love was. But then everything else was not because they decided to rush through like what 50 chapters in one movie.
And you know what? I think that may be the downfall too. That's why I feel like
Yeah,
with these now because they're doing it as shows, you don't have to rush
yeah.
certain things.
I
Like you
think
can
it's
let stuff
better
breathe. Yeah,
in
that makes
series form. It has to be better. It has to be done in series form because not in movie. Like if you do it in movie form,
you skip
then
too much.
you have to know at least where to cut it. And
Right. I
yeah,
agree. I agree.
that's what you have to know where to cut. Like you can't just smash 50. Like they literally smash like about 50 or 60 chapters of Film Alchemist inside that movie. Because I remember they went to like when the things were hanging up in the ceiling. I'm like, is this chapter 50 something? How are they here already in the movie?
Personally, I personally never watched the live action.
Don't.
Because that was definitely during the time where I was like, I'm not watching this. This is
don't. I watched it because like I'm like Full Alchemist has always been like I don't think anything will ever top Full Alchemist.
I think anyone who watches
favorite anime
would definitely know that by now. You ride hard for Full Metal Alchemist.
I'm a diehard.
I mean, as you should. Full Metal Alchemist.
Yes, I should.
I feel like whatever your opinion is on Full Metal Alchemist,
it's always that. Like it's just so good. It's such a good. It's a good series. Like even like the 2003 anime was like I know people say, oh well, you know it's not canon, but I kind of like the way like where they went with it until they went with that stupid like alternate world like in Germany, London, or wherever the hell it is. I didn't like where they carried that.
I always pictured full. Yeah, I actually always pictured Full Metal
Alchemist. But I like what the 2003 version did. What I like was that the homunculus was actually failed human transmutations. I kind of like that like you know.
Oh, before Brotherhood.
Yeah, before Brotherhood.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Oh yeah, true.
The 2003, yeah, 2003 anime. Like they went as far as the manga was because like the manga was halfway finished. But and like you know the anime said okay well you know we're gonna give it its own original ending and stuff. I actually like it up to the point where all of a sudden Beyond the Gate was Germany. I did like that. That's the only thing that I didn't like for the 2003 anime.
Beyond the Gate was Germany.
Beyond the Gate was Germany. Out of all the Germanys, it was the Germany that was there. I was like, what? Why?
The evil all along was Germans.
It was
the evil all along was Germans.
Even the movie was about the Germans.
I mean, granted, before I really knew Full Metal Alchemist existed as a manga, or at least read it to know like what was meant to it. I mean, to 2003 for what we knew and what was like, it wasn't bad. It just bad. After we realized like, oh yeah, it really probably wasn't that good. But then Brotherhood came like, okay, wait, now this.
And then Brotherhood came along. I was like, let me tell you, I died. But like when they did that announcement, like they said, "Oh, Brotherhood, it's gonna fall." I was like,
ah. So now we just use the Brotherhood treatment as a term for any anime that definitely needs to be redone
yes.
correctly in the right way.
Yes.
Right way. But I mean,
Soul Eater, whoever's doing Soul Eater.
Oh yeah, please. Come on now. We need that done. We need that done. Right? We need it. I don't know why they never wanted to do the end. And we need that for one.
Wasn't the manga still? Because I think the mangaka, I think they were sick or something, and then they took a long break. Wasn't that it? Yeah, wasn't that?
I can't remember. Did they take a break? Because I know
the manga wasn't finished. I know the manga wasn't finished, and there was like a break, like a long break happening.
Maybe there was. I can't recall.
Maybe it's that.
Because I'm trying to remember, like during my reading of Soul Eater, if it took a break.
Was there ever a break?
I'm trying to recall. I don't know. I can't recall.
Because all these years I haven't read Soul Eater. I need to get on that. I need to read Soul Eater. I haven't finished getting caught up with 86.
Oh, you never read Soul Eater?
No, I haven't read Soul Eater. You know, it's very. Like, I love the anime. I just never read. No, I need to do that.
You should check it though. You definitely should check it out.
When I'm finished with 86. I've been reading 86 volumes fast. I could wait. I'm reading 86 like novel, and it feels.
Alright. But and more anime that don't even news. All related. And more Netflix anime related news. We have some new animes that are coming to Netflix.
Ooh, what is it?
Again, Netflix has been on a roll.
Hopefully they actually release them when they're supposed to release them and don't give them 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing Netflix has to do. Like, if you're going at least just a week after, not like
a week. Okay, I will actually support you, Netflix, if you do it a week. I'll actually wait a week. But
I
in
can do
3 weeks,
that. I can do that. Yeah, that 3
3
weeks.
weeks.
That by 3. If you start in 3 weeks, I've already looked for the anime.
I'm already sailing the Grand Line.
Alright, I was like, if that's something I want to watch. But yes, I know the ones we have a returning one definitely, and I think we have a few. Oh yes, I can. Yeah, I can remember that. All right, we have a few new ones. Let's start with returning. I don't know if you watched Tiger and Bunny, but
Tiger and Bunny.
yeah,
Let me do a
I think it's a mecha, but I can't remember too quite. But that is getting a continuation that's going to be on Netflix.
No, I haven't watched Tiger and Bunny. This looks interesting.
I heard it's good though. I heard it's good. I actually heard it's good. I actually heard
Is this like a Gundam? Is this?
Yeah, it's like it's
I mean, like not a mecha. Sorry. Is it like,
but they transform into the suits. So I don't want to say like it's. I think it's more Sentai than mecha.
Masculine Sailor Moon.
That is a very good. That was a very good depiction. The masculine Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon. Masculine Sailor Moon sounds very accurate to describe Tiger and Bunny. And
this looks interesting.
I mean, they're called Tiger and Bunny, and that's literally their names, Tiger and Bunny. I'll let you try and guess who's Bunny, but but yeah, it's
the white guy. It's the guy with the glasses.
Is it April? I don't know.
But okay, hold on. I gotta look at the color scheme because Tiger's in green and Bunny's in red. Uh-huh. Yeah, I was right. The white guy is Bunny.
But yeah. So they're getting a continued Tiger and Bunny 2 continuation from the first run. Is coming out in April of 2022 on Netflix. Everybody, so definitely looking for that. Like I said, watch Tiger and Bunny. It's good. It's really good. I haven't had a chance to fully watch it. But from what I've watched, I've liked it, and from hearing other people that have watched the entire thing, it's really good. So definitely check it out. Say it again.
No way.
I was expecting it. If Vicky was on today, I definitely feel it would have been said.
And Vicky be like, "Yeah, that gay."
No. But they did work together. But you and Vicky, y'all, this yaoi train y'all have. Like y'all full blown into that.
Yeah, some yaois are good. Okay.
I mean, Yuri on Ice was good, so I mean I can't deny it.
I mean, this like what's this? What this is? This anime under the tricolor window. I'm not liking. Yeah. I'm not liking it.
Oh, you not liking it anymore?
I mean, I'm liking it. I just don't like where they're trying to bring these two together. I'm like, firstly, ain't none of them.
You did say they were toxic.
It's very toxic, and they don't look attractive for me to be like, oh, go. Like, none of them are good looking. How could y'all look BL? How could look BL? Man, none of them look good looking. Like,
they're not getting your juices flowing.
Jimmy, I can't.
It is. It's not. Not that today. It's not that today. It's not that. Thank God. But moving on before we get too sidetracked on that, because I know where I'm supposed to go. Of course, we know already. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is coming out for part 6, December 1st. So not too long from now. That's in the next 3 weeks, December 1st, and we will have JoJo. Now, I think I definitely
think JoJo. Sorry. I was trying. Wow. I was trying to make small days JoJo.
You see effort. You definitely did.
I'll stop.
But December 1st, I was saying, I think we may get this as the same time in Japan. I feel like we may. I don't think it's. I haven't seen any other date other than December 1st.
Good.
All around. So yeah, this one doesn't seem like it's going to be a 3-week wait. So which is good. This is good. What is really good.
See the era of their ways.
On the next, I will have a spin-off of an anime that I really enjoy, Kakikuroi Twin, which is a spin-off, of course, of Kakikuroi. And For those who don't know, I like to call it the anime
Oh,
with
the gambling
yes, the
anime. Sorry.
gambling obsessed
I can
girls
never
who
remember
get
that name
who
for
get extremely excited over gambling. But it's really good. It's always so fun to see the reactions from people who discover Kakigura. It's always so fun to witness
I know.
because they're so extra in the show when it comes to
Especially
gambling
with the
and everything. But
girl,
it's
like
really
the
good.
girl with the eye
Again,
patch girl. I really like to see their
my
reaction.
favorite. Yes, we on the same page, April. We on the same. I love her. I love her.
Oh,
But we're getting a spin off of one of the characters in the show. So yeah, so that's coming out in August of 2022, which will be good. We're getting more Kakigurui. That's going to be a Netflix series,
woohoo.
so definitely good. I think that's one of their more popular animes too on Netflix. So there's
Yeah.
that. Yeah, because I know a lot of people got into it because of Netflix. So that's a win-win all around. So it's really good to have more Kakigurui. Definitely. Um, Now for one that I am definitely looking forward to, that I'm keeping a close eye on. Vampire in the Garden, done
Vampire.
by no other than Wit Studios.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay, you just
yeah,
have to mention Good Studios, and I'm on board.
that's what I'm saying. Like I was there, like Wit Studios, like I'm there. I'm there 100%. This is coming out in 2022 as well. It looks interesting. Again, Wit Studios, I don't need more than that, like to really to get there. But it looks. I should read the synopsis for some reason. This is a story of a young girl, Momo, and the vampire queen Fine, and she actually does look fine, I don't know, who travel in search of paradise. So that's what else we have in time. But the visual looks good. It looks like it's going to be interested again with studios. I mean, don't need more than that. But yeah, Vampire in the Garden is something I'm definitely looking forward to coming out on Netflix. Hopefully, again, we don't hesitate with this one. Netflix bringing out the same week and all the wait 3 weeks for this. Now, I guess one of the bigger reveals from the conference they have at the same time. One of the why, the big why. Why are you guys doing this? And why does this
Oh
look like
boy,
this?
what are they doing?
Uh,
What are they doing?
Seven Deadly Sins. Yes, we are getting a movie, part one. Anime film notes announced by
Netflix,
Netflix. This is also
Netflix, come on, don't do it. Take it
as
out of its
much as I
misery.
hate to
Take it
as
out of
much as
its.
I hate to say it, this is also one of Netflix more popular animes. As a lot of people
Oh,
know,
look at
if you know me,
Only Netflix on 7 Cents right now. Only
if
Netflix.
you know me, and or if you don't know, I like Seven Deadly Sins, but after season 3, I had to tune it out because the animation was just like clearly y'all don't
Yeah,
respect me enough
I think
to
where
not give
I
me
think I
animation like
stopped.
this.
I
So
can't
it's
remember
like,
where I stopped. Did I stop?
and
I think I did watch up to 2 seasons.
did
I don't think
you?
I don't think I got through the season 3. I don't think I got through like I think I got through less than half.
I watched season 3 and up until the Escanor and
I heard
Melodious
that
fight,
infinite fight. I
and I
never
was
reached
like,
that. I never got that far.
and I was done. I was done. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this anymore. And then there was another thing that came up with Meliodas. It looked like they didn't finish drawing this man.
That's
I
why
don't
I
know.
say
I don't know what
only
they do.
Netflix. Only
He was just
Netflix loves Seven Deadly
he was
Sins right now.
like, and everyone that watches anime on Netflix as well, clearly. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's keeping the lights on for Seven Deadly Sins, but y'all keep the lights. I mean, I do know some people, and I judge them heavily, but it is what it is.
Person like
The
just
thing about this,
holding on to it in the corner and say, "We must do more of this," but it looks horrible. Said gremlin person in the corner, but we must
pin
continue
a note on this looks horrible because I don't, in the realm of bad CGI, and for a movie, I think this may be up there. Like, this is really up there. Like, this, I don't even want to show you guys.
it's like
I
they're
don't even want to show you
taking
guys at home
they're
what this even
taking
looks
it to
like.
like they're making it horrible like onto the like not really the full screen but like the full net.
But this is bad.
It's like stop. Just stop.
This is bad.
It's
I
like
don't know.
is it this like its last hurrah? Like before you die, you do like and then you die. Is this what we're
I
doing?
don't know what this is,
Is this
but
what we're
well,
doing
I mean, the sequel manga is also getting an anime adaptation. So
from
the
Netflix?
I don't know if it's gonna be on Netflix. Well, most likely, but this movie is supposed to, I
Oh,
guess, bridge the gap between the two, series
okay.
from the old and to the sequel. But this
We're
but the movie
carrying the
follows
bad CGI.
Meliodas. Yeah, it follows Meliodas' son Tristan. The actual sequel isn't based on him though. Like he's not the main character for that one, but this one is going to feature Tristan. And it, like I said, I feel like they saw Dragon Ball trying to like the new CGI for the new movie, and it's like, you know what? Oh my bear, we got you.
That's the
Oh my
raw.
bear,
Like, it's
we
the
got y'all.
raw. That's the wrong movie to try up.
I have no words for
Who
this, but
thought? Who thought? Like for
I
both
get,
of them, for both the Dragon Ball Super people and the Seven Deadly Sins people. Who? What? Why? Why? What
I don't know who it's
possessed
for, but
you
it's clearly for someone.
to
I hope you all
think that
enjoy
this
it.
was a good idea?
And I hope you guys know that hell is a hard place for keeping this show
It's a
motivated.
very
But
hot.
there's that. Oh, I think that's it. Not Netflix wise. I think that's it. But
Bunch of beefy news from Netflix.
I don't. We have a lot of news. Like it was a good week for anime this week.
Mm-hmm.
Bungo Stray Dogs, man, season 4, season 4. All my Bungo Stray Dogs fan. And it's also getting a live action film.
What?
So more what I'm saying.
I need to start buying
This
confetti.
is the era. We should have just when the news got. This is the era of live action anime. So we are definitely. It's a film trailer. It actually looks decent. I will not lie. It looks
Oh, they have a
decent.
trailer for it already?
They do. It's a preview. It's a preview out January 7th in Japan. So there's that. But Bongo Stray Dogs season 4 has been announced. I don't think they have a date of when the season is coming out, but the live action is coming
Probably,
out
probably
on the
next,
7th.
probably fall. Or you might see that in the fall, next fall.
Maybe. But yeah, Bongo Stray Dogs. If you've not watched
Mm-hmm.
Bongo Stray Dogs, definitely check out Bongo
I'll
Stray
watch
Dogs. It's really
it.
good.
I'll
Watch
watch
it. Check
it.
it out. You may enjoy it. Maybe a cup of tea, man. But I think that's it.
That's my movie.
News wise, that is. I think that's it. Oh, for those who don't know, the One Piece live action is more of a So I don't know if a Hollywood production, which kind of makes me
Oh,
wonder. I don't know.
interesting.
I don't know if like the
A
shift from
Hollywood
thinking
production might be
when
more
it's
money.
done in Japan, right, right. So I don't know if that may actually pay dividends, whereas like it makes a difference to
Does
whereas
this
maybe
mean
if
that
it's
they
just
have more budget?
done
They
right
have more
locally in
budget.
Japan. So
They have
hopefully
more budget.
one the My Hero Academia series and or movie, I don't know which one it is yet, is also going to be a Hollywood production. So there's
Oh, we getting that budget. Hopefully.
hopefully
Hopefully.
hopefully the budget comes through. Hopefully we get um some very good adaptations. That will not cause us to have to burn Netflix to the well not Net, well not I don't know if it's Netflix. But
I
burn
mean,
whoever to the
well,
ground.
so far Netflix is not getting burned to the ground, but we have to see the final product, you
Nah,
know?
so far Netflix has been on a tear. Like they are definitely in the anime game. They're definitely making
Whoever
a
they brought
movie.
on for their team, like, because you could tell that Netflix brought in some new people
Oh yeah, without a doubt, without a
on their
doubt.
team that's organizing all of these things.
Oh yeah, I just found it. The Gundam live action is also Netflix. So yeah, they've
Netflix, please don't
they're.
increase my subscription fee, please.
I mean that's all they have. That's all
I'm
they have.
already paying like $18 a month.
For real. And all my time with Netflix, that has went up twice. So yeah, let's don't do
I
it. But yeah,
know.
Netflix is fully in on the anime
Remember
game.
Netflix was like 7 or 9 something a month.
Ah, what a long time ago that was. That feels like a century
Then went up to 13, and then went up to 15, And now it's 8.
And now here we are. I mean, I still pay 7, so I don't pay for all that mirroring and all that extra, like, you know.
Yeah, because I have other people. I have people who
exactly.
who sit on my
well,
you know that meme, that says the person that actually pays for the count, the voucher, this and that.
Well, in correction, I don't pay for Netflix no more. I'm officially a moocher, so
wow.
Yeah, so that responsibility. But yeah, Netflix don't raise the price though, because you know what I mean. I don't have the mooch no more. So don't do that. Don't do that. But before we get to talking about some anime, I wanted to ask a question that I've been seeing floating around, and this is something to do with the My Hero community. And we're big My Hero fans, so this is the perfect question. You're the perfect person to ask. So I've been seeing some talk. A lot of people may not like the way Horikoshi handles women in this manga.
Listen, you.
We can keep it talking.
Okay.
So essentially, I guess introducing these characters and then, disposing of them, so to say. In regards to, of course, we know what happened for those who read the manga. What happened in this week's chapter. So, in your opinion, right, as a female that watches My Hero, do you think Horikoshi's handling of female characters is off, or like, are you feel like it's not that bad? Now, I have my own opinion, but I just want to hear you first. Because I may be on a touch. Maybe I may be a little off base. But yeah,
I think, honestly, I think it's off. Like, especially with reason, like, he shows like these very powerful women. Like, in regards to I think the only super badass woman that he hasn't really killed off is what is my bunny girl name? I can't remember. Mirko, yes. I think the only super badass female that he hasn't really killed off is Mirko.
I mean, there's Toga too.
Yeah, but Toga.
What you doing wrong with Toga?
I like Toga, but I don't, like, Toga's in the ether at the moment. Like, we ain't oh, sorry, manga spoilers, bye bye.
And then like, I feel there's.
I mean, I feel like I have to give manga spoilers for this.
I guess you can do it the best way you can. I guess.
Yeah, especially with the recent.
Well, before you get to these spoilers, manga wise, you may have some spoilers. So, like, we may want to zoom up a bit, just in case you're not reading and you don't want to know what's happening. You're just watching anime. So there's your warning. Okay, April, go.
Especially with the recent 2 badass female characters that we had. Like, we had the homegirl who could the sniper. Yeah. She was really good and badass. And then, like, you thought, okay, well, maybe like she would turn and then she would help the heroes. But then all of a sudden she blows up. I don't know what's like she's alive. She's alive. She's a hope. Like, she's alive barely. She was barely alive after that. I feel like he's just disposed of them so quickly because I think like she was introduced. And I think like 2 or 3 chapters after she was introduced, she was like disposed of. And then we have the recent chapters where we have this. Oh my gosh, her quirk was so badass.
Stars and stripes.
Good.
Stars and stripes.
So good. She was so good, and then all of a sudden, like, almost in the same manner, because like it's almost like a formula. Like what he has with them is like he introduces the badass heroine or female character, and like she showcases her power, and then we have a backstory, and then like almost within the same chapter of said backstory, she gets disposed of.
All right.
And that's how I say it. But like on the jokey side, we know he has a type. We know that her.
You said it. you very mentioned this in the chat. I know.
If you guys have been following me on Twitter, I think I also mentioned it on Twitter.
You did. You did.
I said because apparently he likes like buff. He likes buff girls, especially with thick thighs. He likes thick girls. Apparently, he likes thick girls. Like, especially if you read the manga, because I know sometimes if you look in the anime, sometimes the anime like slims them down a teeny bit. But then in the manga, like, you really see
that's true. They do. Yeah, they slim them down.
You see their I told, trust me, if you guys see Miracle in the anime, like look at her in the manga, then you guys would be like, if you guys look at Miracle now, like if you look in the manga, like Miracle.
No,
but
really,
yeah, again, he has a type. He likes thick girls, thick, strong girls, especially with thick thighs. So I'm just saying, maybe give Horikoshi a lovely lady, a lovely thick lady with thick thighs, and maybe we won't see them getting killed. That's all I'm saying. But Javon, to your opinion.
But okay, here's my argument. Here's my argument to that, right? And not to discredit what's been said, or even the feelings of those who may feel like that, but in comparison to works and that I've seen, that have female characters, I don't feel like Horikoshi's handling of it is bad. Could it be better? Sure, you can make an argument for that. But I feel like every female, for the most part, that he is shown or showcased in the manga has definitely been strong. Like, it's not weak. Like, I need saving type, right? But but that's not for everyone, though. That's what I said. That's why I said, like, we still have Lane again. We still have Miracle. There's still Toga, and of course, there's still the girls in the class. We've only really disposed of Stars and we only really disposed of Stars and Stripes. And of course, again, I hope y'all ain't. If y'all still here, I'm gonna say this this is your fault. I'm just saying.
Like,
at midnight, is there. Right.
Homegirl say you can take me out, but you ain't get. I can take you with me.
Which is so cool. And see, that's my. And this is my thing too. In my argument,
say, I'll take you out with me.
I am only seeing like countless people like praise how badass he is and how much of like
like it is. So, but then they don't stick around for long. That's
Here's my thing though. And I think that the discourse isn't so much about Horikoshi is handling a woman as bad. It's just that, oh my god, I love her so much. Why did she just why can I have gotten more of it? I think it's just the more of wanting more, not the fact that I can make the argument that I feel as though he does a good job of writing them, even though they don't have long stints to get people to like invested and to actually like them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess, but I still feel like he could like handle some of it better, like in my opinion. Like, even though Miracle, like she had like War Arc people like
Miracle is probably one of the best parts of that arc.
Her fight. Listen, oh god, her fight is great. Her fight is great. I'm not saying that he's doing it to all female characters. I'm not saying that he's doing it to all female characters. I just said, like, recently, I don't know,
I just think
it's been a trend. Like, okay, 3 times to charm Javon, 3 times to charm. We'll see what happens.
But wait, like you said, Midnight, I would give him a lot of flack because I would have liked to see her fight on screen. And then see that happen, and not to see it done like a flash, like almost like a panning of like these are the people we lost, and you're like, wait, Midnight, like we would have liked to see that.
It's like like more spoilers, by the way, but like Midnight's I feel like Midnight's death was like too much of a throwaway, and
that's what I'm saying. So
especially since she's a teacher at the school, like you would think it needs to give her death more impact,
And we've had time with her. We have had a lot of time with her, so it's like I understand what you're saying. So, but Miracle was made to look extremely powerful. Miracle was very
and
well.
The way how she fights is so.
Is what I'm saying. Even. Like, you can't be mad that she lost limbs and stuff like that's like.
I'm not mad,
No, I'm just talking in general, like for people who like Miracle was done really well. Like even if she is injured, like Miracle was made to look strong, powerful, independent, like all the things you would want from a female character, And then you have the Euro Rockers and stuff like that who are growing into being a more strong hero, independent, finding their own craft. Like even though, and I love Euro Rockers character and the way he wrote it because it's like you were so used to seeing the main girl
I'm
fall in love with the main guy.
I'm a huge
right, and then we see the main girl basically lean on the main MC, like help stuff. But he took it in such a way, like he took that trope and applied it to her story and be like, you know what?
Yeah, because like, she even said that she's gonna put those feelings aside.
Exactly. So
like when they brought him back, like there was no blushing or whatever, and no was it it's a cliche type foolishness. No, like she was still there doing like Down's business type.
And
thing.
Even before that, we can even go as far back as the school festival before her match with Bakugo, when Deku basically came like, okay, cool. So I know you're fighting Bakugo. In order to help you, I wrote down these stuff
and
that's
going to say no.
I'm going to do this on my own. Right,
that's why whenever someone's trying to knock down Ochako, I'm like, no, I say, but just need to step aside. It's like the only people who really hate on Ochako is the Baku Deku shippers and maybe the Todo Deku shippers.
You don't really move with that.
Especially the Baku Deku shippers.
I don't know why there's so many Baku Deku shippers.
I do remember like when they showed a sketch of someone like holding Izuku's hand like in the mob after they brought him back to UA, and everyone's saying that's definitely Bakugo. That's this week. I was praying. I was on my knees. I was like, don't let that be Bakugo. And when it was Ida, when it was sure that was Ida, I was like, yes. In your friggin' faces, it was.
And that made so much sense.
It was Ida.
We didn't have the moment where the people laying down because Bakugo apologized to him and everything. Like,
and that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough for some Bakugo fans. They say, oh, he only apologized in one chapter. They only did it in one chapter. It sounds so quick.
It's growth.
How much do you want?
And I know we get kind of sidetracked from the main topic here, but it's still growth because I just want to say this. It's still growth because at the end of the day, even Horikoshi, and I just think I don't know what people get. Horikoshi may try a lot, but he stays consistent with the story. He even added to the
except for the trailer. Except for the trailer. Homeboy, at least he admitted that he forgot.
No, for real. But he even added on to saying he even added that in because he had Bakugo struggle to say Izuku instead of you almost missed a slip and said and then Deku was like, yo, take your time. I know you're not used to it. Take your time. You don't have to rush yourself. And that makes
it's still growth. You guys are still getting growth.
Right. You can't expect this dude to in one day take a full 180.
You expect these two to be boys, to be super boys. That you expect Bakugo to be like.
But I feel like they're already at the place of being boys. It's just that him not being Bakugo to Deku is going to take some time, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But back to the discussion about the female characters, even Su, another really well-written character, in the class, has always shown to be one of the most reliable in the class.
I think Su is Bone's favorite.
I do too.
Because listen, they gave Susu two non-canon episodes.
Fox.
She's
a fan favorite, so I understand. She's a really big fan favorite, so I get it. But so truth be told, if I was gonna talk about any character,
Momo though. You want to see more Momo?
That's that's another grievance.
Give us our vice president.
If I had to talk about it, definitely need more Momo. But so only for me personally, Midnight would probably be the only one that's mishandled. I think we got, and now flash forwarding to now with Stars and Stripes. I personally feel we got out of Stars and Stripes what we were supposed to get out of Stars and Stripes. Obviously, yes, she was introduced. We got introduced to this really cool, powerful.
We'll just see what happens in the next badass female comes along. We'll see. Because I think three times is definitely a pattern, in my opinion.
But 3 times of what, though? That's what I'm trying to say.
But Lady Javon
is alive.
She's alive, but she's burst up. She got blown up, dude.
but they took her.
She's alive. She's alive, but she's burnt out.
They still took her to get healed. So like we're going to see her again.
I guess.
We already know we're going to see Miracle again.
I know.
It's like only and
in
essence, I think it's because like the only thing it was, and it's not even to do with Stars and Stripes herself and the writing of her. It's just that the whole scenario was a bit. It's like I guess we're just in like I'm trying to grasp the full scale of it, but I guess we'll see once this whole thing is done. But essentially, Horikoshi introduced New Order, which is very, very powerful quirk.
It is.
To nuke it at the same time, because everyone who was reading it was
trying to figure out how
if Shigaraki gets this power, that's it. So obviously now we saw she had it to whereas she made her quirk a parasite that eats away at Shigaraki, and I guess that in his own way that was him
eats away and rejects the quirks that's within him.
Right, so I guess in this way that was Hori nerfing Shigaraki as well. So I'm not sure if it's just like a red.
Shigaraki is getting out of control, honestly. He was getting out of control.
So I don't know yet if this was just meant to be like just a retooling and retconning for some stuff.
It's probably a retooling retconning. Probably maybe
I made him a bit too strong. How could I nerf him in a convincing manner? It's like got it. All my people. She has this freakishly strong quirk. New Order. Thing. That's it. Problem solved.
Like you're reading the manga and you're just like damn, sugar.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you stop? Can you stop? That's what Horikoshi was doing. Like he was just writing, and then that's probably why Horikoshi took that break.
Maybe it's like, where the hell do I go from here? and that's such a Horikoshi thing as a writer. Like he definitely does stuff that makes you like, where the hell are you going? What are you doing?
Where are you going with this?
But I mean, for me personally, more times on the 10, the ride is enjoyable. Even though you have where are you going, bro? But more times on the 10, it's an enjoyable ride. It's definitely an enjoyable ride. But I mean that's the thing. I guess a lot of people, I guess, like you said, the pattern of introducing and then taking them away.
I feel like it's done almost in quick succession.
I personally don't.
That's how I see it.
But I just wanted to see. I mean, I personally don't, but obviously you and some others feel it's the same. But
because I think it happened twice now, and I feel like if it happens a third time, then we are definitely seeing a pattern. We're definitely gonna see a pattern going on. Like you better throw a badass guy in between. So you can break that pattern.
I think with her too, again, same concept. I think it's just like I can introduce this female character with this freakishly strong quirk, but it's like if I keep her in the story, it's like it almost makes everything else good, because it's like, and like how does she not come in now and like run through everything? What is that?
She was probably her device, her plot device, or her device.
Yeah, it almost felt like
a reset for Shigaraki. Like that's all. That's how it feels. Like I kind of
it almost felt like it was hard for Horikoshi to actually keep her in convincingly in the story and have her not impact, undermine everything else. Like the kids stuff are doing. Because if you think about it, even a tad bit into the chapter itself with Shigaraki, quote unquote Shigaraki, not Shigaraki, with him being like, my plan was to grab one for and this is telling you how strong of a quirk this is. His plan was to grab one fall first and then come for that quirk.
Yeah.
Her rushing over to Japan was completely out of his plan and screwed up everything.
It was unexpected, so he had to.
Was the worst case scenario for him. Bing, and that was the worst case scenario. So it kind of gives you a glimpse into the fact, okay, if this character stays, it makes she can stop all of this now. We got to know she wasn't supposed to be there because of course protocols and laws and stuff like that, and she just jumped the gun. With her quirk, she can stop all of that now.
I get that.
So if she survived, then I mean, of course, it was either Shigaraki take the court, and it's like, okay, how they stopping Shigaraki? And of course, he was going to kill her. So it's like, in essence, there's actually almost no possible way for her to actually come out of that fight.
No, there was no possible way for her to come out.
Even if you feel as though if he has a pattern, like it's like, yeah, it's definitely no logical way for him to come out of that. Like her to come out of that fight.
Way for I just feel like that happened twice. It happened twice.
It's fine.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But
if it happens a third time, I guess I have all rights to say I was right.
You do. And like again, it is not even me saying that like there aren't like miss outs. Like I said, with Midnight, I definitely feel that's the most of all. But yeah, I don't think it's enough personally to make it such a conversation. But that's just me.
We shall see.
Yeah, we can see. We'll see where you go from here with that.
We shall see.
But now, are you ready for your flowers, April?
I am ready. I'm so ready.
So ready. Last week, April wished very much
all the ill.
Very ill harm. Very, very much so. And decapitation on one Domas from the Ranking of Kings. So in this week's episode, we got a continuation of Domas and Boji's journey. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the other knight's name.
I know, right? So hard. I mean, it's like the hero, man, the hero of the story.
But we got a continuation.
The hero of the episode.
We discover that Domas was sent from Prince Daida to assassinate Boji. After I guess Daida felt as though he was when this was that was hilarious to me. Felt as though he was a traitor for betraying Boji. It's like, oh wow, even Daida feels like the rest of us. That's crazy.
I know Daida's doing some things I was not expecting Daida to do. Like how Daida how he reject the potion. Like
right. I was a bit shocked. I thought
he was supposed to chunk that shit down.
We're gonna talk about that too, because this episode really made me stop and say, okay, yeah, I see. Yeah. This is Zenian. This is definitely Zenian. Like I can see it now. But episode continues. We have Boji continue on this journey. He meets some new characters, some weird characters. We discover that Kage has been following him all along.
He's in the pouch the whole time.
Bibin sent him
in the pouch the whole time.
Yep, in the pouch protecting him from harm's way, and even some of Domas' earlier plans to poison him.
Yeah.
Until eventually, Domas kicks Boji into Hell's Gate, quote unquote, a pit of fire, and he thought he disposed of him, and he had a whole breakdown and crying moments, which then led us to the moment in which April herself, she called it.
Listen,
Domas ended up losing his hand in the fight competition.
He did.
His right hand. His right hand of all.
Was that his dominant hand too? I hope so.
It was his dominant hand. Domas ended up losing his hand.
Listen, let me tell you,
give it up to April, everybody. Give it up to April for those who hate Domas, and wish time on him. April called it. She brought it. So there it is. Domas.
You fight with one hand, bitch. Let's see it. Let's see it. He has a heavy sword too. He has a heavy long ass sword. He can't use that one.
Right. Like
he can't.
And I think all for me, because last week too, I was like, they tried to like maybe Domas did have a bit of redemption. Like it feels like, oh, maybe he's just being forced to do it because of course the king is making him go about doing it. But to find out that Domas is really just doing it to prove himself.
Domas is doing it
because he wanted to be his right hand. It's kind of like nah. I don't even like you. Because throughout the episode, they showcased Domas having flashbacks of his time with Boji.
Yeah.
And even Boji himself, after betrayal, is like, yo, like, really? And then breaking down, crying, and feels. It's like, I don't feel any of that, because at the end of the day, you still very much had a choice. You had a choice in the situation.
You had a choice. And you chose to help. Man, you had a choice. You had a choice. Like you made the decision. You made the decision to put poison in the meat.
Yeah.
You made the decision to push him. You willingly carried Boji to the edge.
Right.
You could have said, "Hey, I don't want to escort him. Can you bring someone else to escort Boji on his adventure?" No, you willingly went. Ain't no one forced you to do shit. Tyler didn't force you to do shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even though you're supposed to assassinate him, and that was Dyer's way of like, okay, do this, but at the end of the day, you still had the choice. Like,
you had the choice.
You didn't have to do that. You asked him, "What can I do to prove myself?" You could have said, if you honestly cared about Boji like that,
no one threatened anything that you hold dear. You were not threatened. You were not forced. You willingly carried it after the king gave you his fucking trust. The king told you, "Make my son a king." You little bitch did not do it. Oh my god. Thomas, you are a piece of shit. Really? There'll be nothing. Even when they're gonna show us him struggling with his one fucking hand, and I'm gonna be laughing all the way because I will never feel sorry for you.
Learn how to fight now with that. Since you wanted to criticize, like
since you took so much pride,
how to fight.
You took so much pride into your sword skills. You took so much pride in that. It is such justice that your hand, of all the things that you could have lost, your hand, the hands that you need to handle a sword, got taken from you. I am freaking happy about that. I want to see you struggle. I don't want to see you succeed. I want to see you struggle and lose more limbs along the way.
Exactly. Same on this. Like, so I don't care about it. So that was a great moment to see.
No one cares.
Justice done for Boji.
I know they're gonna try, to feel sorry for Domus. It's not gonna work.
I think we're far past that. But off of Domus now. We're done with him. We got what we wanted from him. Yeah. Finally a limb taken. Shout out to the characters. I can't remember right now.
I know, and he died.
Did he die or did he get knocked out?
No, and he gets slashed. Didn't he get slashed?
I thought Domus knocked him out.
Oh.
I think he just knocked him out.
So Domus is gonna drag him back.
Right, yeah. Oh, because I think you had the theory and saying
he's gonna use that
right for him. I think that's, and if he does, well, you don't have to do flowers again. But if he does that, I'm completely done with Domus because that's fair.
Listen, I want someone to stab Domus in the back, like literally stab him in the back.
I want Boji to prove him wrong at this point. I don't want him to die. I want Boji to prove.
I want
him to recognize how wrong that he was about Boji.
I want you to see Boji I want to see an older Boji. I want to see an older Boji show you, prove to you wrong, and then you could get stabbed in the back. Like after you see the wonder of Boji, like the sword. Just as the slow motion factor. I want all listen. I know sometimes slow motion could be overdone, but I want all of the slow motion from every single angle of him falling slowly to the ground with this sword in his back. I'm just saying, can I get a slow motion of Thomas slowly dying?
Slowly dying. Just dropping it. Slow motion, yeah.
Slowly dying.
Something horrific at this point. Something horrific.
Has to.
On the case of Boji, we got some reveals this week about Boji. So we learned because they went to visit, I guess that's the king of
I
don't know. I think it is kind of. But we learned that Boji is cursed.
Boji and Kage are cursed.
Yes. Why would Boji? Boji is actually
supposed to be
a giant, right?
I always wondered, you had two
I think walked away.
Parents. Yeah, right. Like you had two giant parents, and
why did Boji come like that?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
So
very interesting.
Which brought the theory for me up is maybe Boji not being able to speak is also a part of the curse.
Yeah.
which I may feel. So
I wonder who cursed him. It's very interesting.
that is the question.
Now we have to find out who cursed him.
That is the question, and I can't wait to find out more of that, because they essentially went there because
you think Thomas cursed?
No, I don't think. I don't think we got.
Like, what more can Thomas?
We can't put that much on Thomas, but no, I think that's good.
Thomas is already getting his comeuppance.
But yeah, they went there essentially to the king of the hell, whoever that person, that Hell's King, because they can help them. They can help Boji. He can help Boji, essentially, with his powers and whatever, and retain them. And we discovered that Kage, I think what was the Kage situation exactly?
I don't think I think all they said that both of them were cursed. Like, I don't think he went into elaboration to what happened. Did they went into elaboration about Kage? Because they were talking about how both of them didn't die to the gas or whatever that was down there.
Yeah, because they were already cursed. But he did say something specific about
I don't remember.
I can't recall.
I probably have to watch the episode again.
We'd have to rewatch it. Clearly, we have to revisit this. But no, yeah, they're both cursed, and I think that was very interesting. Like, that adds another dynamic, especially with Boji himself, because now we need to find out what happened, who cursed him. But yeah, I thought that. So I definitely feel like that may in fact lead to why he can't speak and not choose like that. But the biggest thing, I guess, for this episode is King Daida and his search for power to be the best king.
He really did do something unexpected.
He did. So he
went against our expectations.
Let's backtrack a bit. So now Daida has his ranking evaluation, and he ends up 97th as amongst all the kings. And we also find out King Bose. I think it's Bose. Boji's father, well, their father was could have been, in terms of strength alone, the number one. Yeah. If it was just strength alone, he would have been number one. But yeah, so again, we see more interaction between Daida and this mysterious mirror. We don't know who or what this mirror is yet. That's telling Daida, you need to go and get your father's power. So now we don't know how that essentially is going to happen yet until later in the episode, where Daida says, okay, cool, I'm going to take it. So we discovered that the mirror and her goons had the king, Daida's father, pretty much preserved. Yeah. His body preserved this entire time.
They made it slushy out.
And they made something. So upon this reveal and this revelation, that the king
up like they make it snow.
No, you ain't giving it justice. You ain't giving it justice. So upon this reveal of the king's boy, so here's me thinking. Like, saying, okay, he has to go get the king's power. All right, boom. Superman's gonna do some kind of magic, whatever. Just, I don't know, absorb or whatever the king power and put it in Daida. No. They have the king hovered over a meat grinder. This is a meat grinder. I want you all to understand. This is a meat grinder. They slowly lower the king in this meat. I'm watching this. Me and Daida had the same reaction.
Dude took long to churn.
That's what got me. It literally was like a meat. And you put meat down on the ground. It's like it's taking time to just mash up and shake, and then you make the sound like the it's like me and Daida had the same reaction.
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
What am I watching? I'm like, and it was at that moment. I'm like, this is insane. This is insane. Oh, this is 100%. But it don't end there. This dude comes out as some kind of black muck. I don't know what this was. All his marrow. Basically, all of his marrow comes out the door, and they put this. I forgot what they put it in. the cup. Oh, they put it in something. I can't remember.
They put it in a chalice.
Yes, the chalice. They
put
put it in a chalice.
And that's not all.
Right, you think that's where it ends. You think it's like, okay, so now you have to drink your father's
blood,
marrow.
Blood, whatever. No.
Oh no! They put it through a Next, they hatch this bird.
They hatch a big ass bird.
That's right. I started as a fetus, and for some odd magic, like we watched the bird hatch out the egg.
Supposed to be a phoenix or something.
Whatever this bird was, it hatched out the egg and grew rapidly into a big, gigantic bird.
And then they cook it.
They ain't cooked this thing.
They burn it.
But just give it a box.
Burn it up.
They shoved this dude in some kind of hole where this has his head popping out. Chop off the head. Let the blood spill. We drinking blood now. We drinking marrow and blood.
Keep blood.
We drinking marrow and blood. Well, yeah, he mixed them. We drinking marrow and blood. This how they cook the bird, and out of the bird comes this pearl. The final, the razzle dazzle to the serum if you may.
It's so extra.
The last remedy. They dip that inside the chalice and boom. Go ahead, Dada. Drink the blood. Like, what are we? What is happening? I'm like, don't you drink that. I was ready to slap that on this. Don't you drink
that. That was so extra.
But
and the fact that Mirror Lady was getting so not turned on, but like she was like
yes, drink the blood.
Drink it.
Now you're complete. There, that's the last boom. We're ready. Go ahead, drink. That's like. I'm like, yo, what? No, don't what? I'm like, do you all understand the process we just went through? So, like, you just put your dad in a you about to drink your dad. You about to drink your dad mixed with some bird.
They were so extra with that. They were so extra.
Whatever ritual this is, I don't want no part of it. But
no.
Like we said earlier, Daida then proceeds to do something I did not expect that he would do. He basically looks at it. It's like, you know what? Nah. I'm not doing this.
Nah.
And then he remembers what his mentor Bibin said to him. Basically, the journey doesn't matter unless you do it on your own.
Yes.
If you take shortcuts, there's no shortcuts to drink. Right.
And you know what's very interesting? Like, I know, it's like the OP. Like, I don't know if anyone's watching the OP, like the anime and Funimation, but Funimation has the OP translated. And
I keep forgetting to watch that.
You have to it's like really now the lyrics on screen make sense because I thought it was talking about Daida taking short backs. It was like there's a line in the OP that says there's no something in taking shortcuts, and Daida is on screen when that lyric is being sung. So I thought that was just mean that Daida is going to be taking shortcuts to the throne and to his ranking. But then it's actually Daida is going to choose not to take shortcuts. I'm like,
right, and he's going to.
I wasn't expecting you to do that.
No, I wasn't. I thought he was fully going to take his dad's power, which I guess in essence now finding out that Boji was cursed and he's supposed to be a giant like his parents. I assume it was going to make Daida a giant. Which my assumption was. But yeah, so Daida refuses the chalice. The Mirror Lady gets upset and then tries to force it down his throat. And he's like, no. And then he proceeds to kick the goon's butt. It's like, I'm not drinking it. I don't know what you're planning, but I ain't drinking it.
I am not drinking it. Mirror Lady was pissed.
So,
Mirror Lady is pissed.
So yeah,
I have to see what Mirror Lady does after this.
Me too. Like,
because I think she's
I got more from Daida than I expected.
Yeah.
Character-wise.
Mirror Lady is trapped in there for a reason. Yeah. She's trapped in there for a reason.
Mind you, they had like a quick flashback, I think, when they were talking when the guy who does the evaluation for the Kings and the ranking, I think they flashed back during that when Homie with Despair was having the conversation with him. I think it was a scene where I think he was in another kingdom in front of this woman. Yeah, he was in front of this lady, but her face was blurred out.
Oh,
My
I think
suspicion
I
was
know.
that could possibly
That's the
be,
mirror lady.
yeah, that was my suspicion.
Maybe
But I'm
she's
like,
the one who
they're showing
cries
this for a
Koji.
reason.
Maybe she's the one who cries
I think
Koji.
now that you see, I think so. Now that you say it,
Maybe her and the
there's a
king
possibility.
had like a fight or something. Probably like before she got put in the mirror, because maybe the king put her in the mirror.
Yeah,
Maybe he was,
there's
or
a lot
maybe
of
the
questions.
mother, or maybe Boji's mother was the one who put her. Because like we don't really know much about Boji's mother, not really.
No, we don't.
So maybe she was also the one who put it. Because like
Maybe.
she died. Like she died pretty quickly.
Yeah,
So
like why is she in the mirror? Where did Diana
yeah,
find the mirror? Because the queen also knows about the mirror. That's the crazy thing about it as
yeah.
well. So it's like, what was the
It's like,
intention of this? So it's like a lot of questions.
yeah,
Like
it's very
uh-huh.
interesting.
But
Can't wait to see
I can't wait to see it either.
has
But
in
yeah,
store for us.
good on you, Dido. Like you did not take
Good
this
on
lightly.
you.
Yeah,
You did not do what I thought
I mean, you're
you
still
were
a bit of a
going
dick,
to do.
but still, I
So
mean,
yes.
yeah, you're what it is. But yeah, you surprised me. You surprised me.
Yes, you surprised me. I still hate your guts, but you surprised me.
Yeah, the way you treat, the way you're handling the kingdom is, no.
Mm.
Well, I don't know what the route that he's taking, but a lot of that is due to the mirror as well. So I don't know. We'll see where his character goes from here and everything else. But another solid week for the ranking of kings. Another solid week. Each episode seems to get better. The story gets interesting.
Giving us more. It's giving us more. And I like it.
Without a doubt. All right. So before we know, we head out. Anything else you want to talk about, April?
Let's see. What do I want to talk about? Ain't nothing was really too bad.
Yeah.
Was anything too bad?
Oh, I mean, I guess we could say, well, we can mention this before we go. With World's Finest Assassin, we did get what we wanted. We didn't. We didn't want a long, drawn out, because we know Lou is now on a journey to learn how to be merchant in one of the top families who.
We did
to have an alibi, right? So they leaped forward 2 years, which is really good. Was really good. So most of the episode, we kind of stepped away from Lou this episode, and we got into a lot of the backstory of one of his newest members.
Yeah, the last female character.
This was a hard episode for me to watch.
It's a very hard and heavy episode.
Especially when. Before we get to it, so let everyone know essentially the episode. So basically, the newest member, she ran with a bunch of girls, I guess. Whereas they were trying to save up. I can't remember what they were saving up money for, but they had this whole operation, and they
were just poor kids on the street.
Yeah, definitely poor kids. Yeah.
Save up money for food. I think they also wanted a house or something.
Yes, a house, right? Yeah. Where so they wouldn't be on the streets. And so basically, they got abducted and placed into slavery / trafficking /
Yeah, because like what they did, like what the guys did, because they mentioned that it's almost a thing like what we see almost in modern, like in these times as well, is that you adopt a kid and then like you get money from the government. Because I think they said something along the lines is that for every kid that you adopt or that you have underneath your roof, the queen's something gives like them gives them some money per month or per year or something.
So this is kind of why I thought this episode was like a prelude to what was happening in the first episode.
Yeah.
Where it was a similar situation, child prostitution, trafficking going on. Which now that I think about it, since she is now in Lou's party, Lou may have been like, okay, this happened to you and your friends. We're going to put a stop to this. So that may have been a part of that too. But so her and her friends, they get pretty much sold to child trafficking, enslaved, and as they get older, they get sold out to these guys or whatever. And it was a very heavy episode because you had one of the friends, like, because
especially with the first girl, like you slowly see her die inside.
Yeah, like, and all of them. With all of them too, they had like a whole montage of like how they just slowly pretty much.
Especially the blonde girl.
cut her face.
She cut up her face, so she said now no one would want.
I thought she killed herself at first.
I thought that she honestly slashed her neck. I thought she slashed her neck. I honestly thought that she slashed her neck or something.
Yeah, but she stopped her face so she wouldn't be sold anymore. It's like I said, very, very, very heavy episode of child trafficking, and we got to see that. But eventually Luke shows up in the episode as the merchant, from quote unquote a new name and as a part of the family, and he comes to take her on. So he essentially shuts down the whole operations and whatever. Shut it down. I thought he would take the girls with him too.
I thought so. Like Omar claimed that they took him. I say no, Omar.
No, he didn't. He just took the girl.
They got her and bounced, but then I think I think that the girls got the house. I
was about to say maybe they got the house.
They probably got the house.
Yeah,
they probably got the house.
They probably got the house.
Who knows? Maybe he did give them some money to start off with.
Maybe, and then probably will check on them because of having.
Because that's our people.
Right, that's right. Exactly. So it would make sense that would happen. But yeah, so we got the 2-year time skip. We didn't have to spend much time on that, and so I assume we're going to head towards
into the main plot of the story,
and then we're probably going to catch up with the girl that taught him magic, and then we're going to
because some cool girl on the side for so while.
I know, right? Yeah, that we got more, but it's good. It was good. Lou's harem is growing. Lou's harem is growing.
His harem is now complete.
Yeah. But I think she's the first one who's actually maybe in love with Blue because he's like my prince.
I think if any form of relationship happens, she's the Asuna of this little ragtag group of girls.
Okay.
She's Asuna.
Fair. But but that's what happened. We'll find assassin. Not, but like I said, the episode was really good. It's just a heavy one.
It was good.
I liked it. I liked it. I
don't want to say that I like episodes like that. I just like it when it's done seriously, when it's handled with care and
it didn't make me mad though. Just because Dole was like scumbag. I really wanted to kill these people so bad.
The minute that they captured them, I automatically thought, okay, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were going to sell them, not actually keep them and use them.
But then again, it's how I said, it's almost how I'm saying it's almost how they're it's almost a take on what's happening now in a sense where some foster homes they just adopt kids just for the check what they get for social services and they treat the kids horribly.
Yeah, you're right. You definitely never started that, but like I said, man, that's I don't know. I just watched that. Just eat my ass. It's Luke killed them. I love how they thought they could take on Luke, but that was before. Wait, no, that was last episode. Sorry, we didn't talk. That was last episode. I almost said something.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that was good this week.
Okay.
Because sadly, 86 was not here this week.
Yeah. I mean, I think everything else was more even killed.
Yeah.
To talk about. There's one last thing about World Fire. I like how Lou is planting seeds, for people that's going to help him in later on. Even with last episode,
he's
other
not
guy from his household. How he's just not taking these girls on, just oh no! I mean, of course, he takes them on for a reason. Yeah, he has a plan. Yeah, he has a plan. He knows what he's doing. And like I said, even with the guy from his household from the last episode, where he said, when I take over the house, you're going to be my right hand. I'm sure that that was the plan. It's I think you would be more better with a sword as a knight than as a assassin. So obviously, so we said, when you come back, I'll be the fire knight. So obviously, we expect him to be stronger and everything.
Yeah, he's gonna we're gonna see maybe another time skip. We'll probably finally get to where we left off in the first episode.
Yeah. All right, but World Fire Assassin definitely again happy that the show is continuing to meet my expectations and it's not the regular isekais to them. I've been accustomed to seeing, and even the turns it's taken. So it keeps the story engaged, even though most of it has been so far of just Lou getting to where it needs to be. It's been paced well, and it's been written well up
now
to
we
this
will
point.
finally get to the beat of
Yes. So, with that being said, like, we've reached the end of another Otaku Summit
we
podcast,
have.
everybody. So, you know the deal, guys. Follow us on the Solid YouTube page. Follow us on Twitter at the Otaku Summit Pod. Follow us in the Discord and chat it up with us. So, guys, go and follow, like, share with your kids, share with your people. So it all. I know, right? I know it's a lot. It's a lot.
Hey, and if you want to sponsor us, you could do that.
always here. So until next time, everybody, this has been the Otaku Summit. Out.